We rise together. We build together. We grow together. We scale forever. Start with a spark now. It's fire in our hands. Dreams into numbers. Building empires on demand. Traffic is flowing. The leads never fail. Health, wealth, success. It's all in the scale. Scale, scale, scale. Rise up high and never frail. Scale, scale, scale. From the vision to the trail. Scale, scale, scale. Every profit, every sale. We're one. We're strong. Together we belong. Scale, scale, scale. Click after click, watch the momentum grow. From sea to the summit, everybody knows no limits here. We rewrite the tale. It's mine, it's body, it's life, it's go. Faster, stronger, breaking through. Everything multiplies when we do. Community of power, we will prevail. The future is ours when we shout. Scale, scale, scale. Rise up high and never frail. Scale, scale, scale. From the vision to the trail. Scale, scale, scale. Every profit, every sale. We're one, we're strong. Together we belong. School your dreams, school your life, school your will, school your tribe.
All right, everybody. I got to tell you, I make good AI songs. Like when I'm like, I want to download that song and put it into a karaoke and sing that at my karaoke events. That's a killer song. We're going to have to do a survey on what's the best song. Is it the original Groove song written and performed by Paul Hoffman? There was a Groove AI song. There was a workflow app song. There's a courses.gg song. There's an affiliate pages song. And there's a scale song. So good to see everybody. I put your little hellos as you were getting into the room for you. So let's set a little agenda for today. There's my friend that John Garcia had autocorrect his name to Doritos. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Sotiris, yeah. Great to see you, Peter, and Ryan Patterson. You got an echo going on? Simon, let me know. Are you hearing the echo? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs down, no echo, right? All right, so, and Ryan Peterson, it seems to be on your end, my friend. So maybe refresh your screen. Mike has gone back to the days where he's a one-man crew, thanks to AI. God bless. Yeah, you're pretty right there. Although I do have my great partner, Matt, here with me in the lobby. Matt, I will not bring you in without a big warning. So I know that Matt's just working. And I said, hey, Matt, I'm going to bring you on for a little while. We got Simon Leung behind the glass there for us. All right. So what are we doing today? Yes, welcome back, Mike. I appreciate it. So this is not a State of the Groovian. We've got a launch that we pushed off. It was supposed to be last month. We're going to be doing it starting on Monday. So I've got a few things that I want to announce. So today's going to be like a little bit of a hangout day. I'm going to try to keep it to about 2 hours. I got to get to the hospital to see my mom. I have to say, I must have received 50 WhatsApp text messages from people. And my mom's not doing good. She was supposed to be discharged the other day. That's all she wants, is to go to this rehab nursing home. I don't think she's going to make it there between you and me. They didn't discharge her yesterday. She's just getting worse. She's doing about 400 calories a day. That's a sign of the body shutting down, preparing for the final days. She's ready for it. So, we're just at that stage. And what I realized from so many text messages from so many of you have gone through this with a family member, a mom, a dad, a grandparent, for any reason. I know Matt lost his mom last year. And so I will just say this, and just understand, guys, I get choked up watching television commercials like Robert De Niro in Analyze This. So if you see me getting choked up, I just do that easily. My mom said to me the other day in a lot of pain, I just wish I could take a pill and just say goodbye to everybody. And I said, Mom, can I read some messages to you that the community has sent? And I read her about 15, 20 messages that I could find on WhatsApp and text that she sent me. That was appropriate. Like, she has a good faith. She's Catholic. And so all the stuff with God and Jesus, and she just started weeping. And you guys made her so happy. So, yeah. I forewarned you. I get choked up and stuff. It doesn't mean a lot. I can talk about a television commercial and get that way. But so thanks for the love. At this point, there's no sense, wishing, speedy recovery and all that. It's just one of those things in life where she's at. So I appreciate the faith-based prayers. And so we'll move on. And I just want to say thank you for that. Just on that, just so you know, I appreciate your patience with everything that we're going through here. We have timelines. We're doing our best to keep on them. But, my mom will call, yesterday she said, I need you to come down here now. I'm not feeling well. And I literally said to her, Mom, I can't. I have a Zoom call at 11 o'clock. I'll come after. You have to give me 2 hours. And she said to me, leave me alone, and hung up on me when I was trying to talk to her. So, these things are tough, and I know you've all gone through it. One of our partners, Mitch Russo, is dealing with the same thing. His mom's in hospice, a few days left. If you know Mitch Russo, send him some love. I got a text from him today. He said final days. I appreciate that you've all have dealt with this, or many of you have in the past, and this is what we're going through. So right now I'm going to give you a timeline of what's going on, and understand my mom, in my opinion, I think there's a 50% chance my mom will pass in the next 7 to 10 days, and probably 100% chance, that just my opinion, that she'll pass if she doesn't, in November. And we're doing our launch starting on Monday. And then that's going to go, all the way to Cyber Monday, December 1st. And so just bear with us, when we say, hey, we're going to be doing this on the live stream. And if the carpet gets pulled out for a week, I think you all know why. But I will say this, while I'm not able to do live streams, and, now that my mom is at the hospital, not in my house, I do have a lot of time to meet with my team, and do a lot of coding. Myself, Matt, Alan, Vashi, Ankit, and our new developers, Jaspreet, or Jassy, we'll call him, and Pradeep. We are knocking stuff out on the back end for you guys that you're going to be very, very happy with. I'm going to show you some demos today. I see all the love coming in on the streams, guys. And I wanted to start the stream 5 minutes early so that I could talk about my mom for 5 minutes and then say, all right, let's get on with Scale. I do appreciate the love. I really do. One of the things that we did with Groove, and being a developer now that I'm creating the apps, and Matt's creating the apps, and then we have more to do, and we bring our new developers on now to tidy up some of the stuff that might be just over our head, or we've got other things in the company to do, and we just need somebody mopping up the floor behind us, right? One thing I can tell you is there's nothing better than creating an application yourself. These applications that I'm showing you, that I've created and Matt have created, are some of the best apps that have ever been done, because I will go to bed at 4 a.m. knowing I made the app the exact way that I want it. And when I make it the way that I want it is the way that you want it. And no disrespect to any of my other developers. I say, hey, I want you to go create something like courses.gg. And it comes back 90 days later. And I say, all right, well, I wish we would have done it this way. But anyway, let's move on. And developing software is about compromise. And now that we're developing the software, there's very little compromise. We're creating the applications the way that we want. And the feedback that we're getting from Scale Plus, I show it to friends. This thing's going to blow up really good. It's really good for Groove. It's good for you. You're going to have quality apps. And what I realized is that I had a lack of understanding. First of all, AI coding is a miracle. But if people were actually typing every line back in the day, it actually sounds funny that every line of code was written by a human. Yeah, we'll do a course, Steve, on Replit. I have one. We did one for the workflow app people. Maybe I'll publish it to all the Groove members. Excuse me. Simon, do me a favor. Remind me to get the workflow app training that we did for 3 hours and 40 minutes with Amanda van der Gulik, where we built ScaleGPT live for everybody. And that's one of the apps that we're giving in the plan. We built that live in 4 hours. And so I will get that for you, Steve L. This is a question that he said right here. Can you do a course on Replit? And so we'll get that for you. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Good to see you. It's our partner, Sonia Paez there, saying welcome, Mike. So getting back to what I've learned about coding is the pressure that I put on my developers in the past to get things done and get it out there. And this would have been me 3-4 years ago. Guys, I promised this to be ready on October 15th. It's now October 22nd. Make it live. Well, just let the members know that this doesn't work. Okay, I'll let them know, but make it live. And then we'll fix it, right? And I wanted to get the software in your hands. And then what happened is we got flooded with bugs that we knew were there. And then we would be having pressure to get back to now Groove Webinar or Groove Blog or something like that. And we left a lot of stuff at that 95% level. And then it took us 2 years to get them from the across the goal line, as they say. Right. And some of them, like the Groove Mail automations, never made it. And, we're now finally getting on to all those things. So one of the things that I hope you have patience with us. I've been talking to Matt, and if anything, you keep hearing, they're like, we could probably release that tomorrow. And I'll say, Simon, I know you just heard that. Do not tell the members that's being released tomorrow, please. We are only releasing stuff when they can actually log in and see it. And for the most part, we feel that we've beta tested this thing incredibly. So what we're going to be showing you is a timeline. Nothing's really changing. I still think that we're going to have everything to you by, over the next 2 weeks. No, I'm sorry. Like click campaigns, I think. Let me see what we have for click campaigns when that's going to be ready. Yeah, look. We got November 3rd here to get you click campaigns. So I'm going to now share the dashboard and show you what we've got working on. Today's going to be a light day. Today's not like a full go by Scale Plus type of thing. I want to announce what we're doing for Black Friday. Now, many of you are going to go say to yourself, October 22nd, and we're talking Black Friday. Right. It's not next week. It's not the week after that. Black Friday is actually, and I'll share my screen so that we can see a calendar here. Okay, hopefully I don't have to reset my browser. Let's see. I'll do later and see if it allows me to share. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart my browser, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. Literally just a second. Let me quit and come. Okay. All right, I'm back. I'm using the new browser from OpenAI, so I had to just get permission settings because I want to share my browser on Chrome, and that way we could share audio easier. So that's what created that little issue. So let's share my screen, see if I can do that now. Entire screen, very good. Screen 2, and you guys should be seeing my screen right about now. All right. So, and I know you guys are going to ask me to make my screen bigger in just a minute. Who owns this document? I'm logged in. Just bear with me a second. Mike Filsaime Gmail. Let's try Mike at Groove Digital. Request access. How can this be? I made this document. Oh, well, whatever. I don't need to edit it right now. So if we look at the calendar and we see in November that Black Friday is Friday the 28th. Okay, I know that's a little hard for you to see, but that's not important to, this calendar right here. But Black Friday sale would be Friday the 28th. And then that means Monday, December 1st is Cyber Monday. All right. And so Black Friday as a company is a very important day in a company to make a sale around. And we said, holy cow, if we're doing this sale right now for Groove Lifetime members and telling them that will be expiring, at the end of October, and now we have to push the launch. And then we're telling our users that we're launching Scale Plus at $497 every 6 months. What are we going to do at Black Friday? There would literally be nothing that we can do on Black Friday. We would just have to let that go. And so what we've decided to do is do a special and extend the $299 sale for lifetime members, because we had to delay the launch, and also make a special for users that are free members or anybody in the public to get the $497 plan, which is every 6 months. We're going to do a Black Friday sale that will go to Cyber Monday, December 1st, and free members can get it for $497 a year, locked. No, for the first year. And then after that, it's $497 every 6 months. So we're doing a 50% off on the first year. And we said, okay, now what do we do? Do we just push and wait 3 weeks and do a Black Friday sale? And so what we've decided to do is, starting Monday, and I think Monday is the 27th. So Monday the 27th, we are starting Black Friday a month early. It's supposed to be on November 28th. We're starting it on October 27th, and we're doing a Black Friday month. We're going to go from October 27th all the way through Cyber Monday, December 1st. And so what that means is the $299 a month plan that was supposed to expire on October 31st is going to be extended all the way to Cyber Monday, December 1st. If you already bought it, great. Now, if you don't know what Scale Plus is and you haven't seen the previous live streams and you're a lifetime member of Groove, just log into your Groove dashboard. There'll be a little shining thing there up at the top that's flashing that says Scale Plus special offer. Click on that, and that'll bring you to a special page with a 3-hour walkthrough of all the applications. We're not going to be doing that today. And you could get access for $299. And when we told our team to extend that deadline to December 1st. So no big hype. You got plenty of time to get it in. Might as well jump in, get it now so you can start playing with some of the apps. Second, if you want to purchase Scale Plus, and I'm going to get this little link right here. If for everybody else, if you want to purchase Scale Plus, now if you're a lifetime member and you haven't purchased yet, please pay attention. Everyone needs to pay attention here. If you have a Groove account, this is extremely, extremely important. Just got to tie my shoe here. All right. So share my screen. Where's the one where I can put myself in the corner? Didn't we have more layouts, Simon, where I could put myself in the corner? There it is. All right. Sorry, everybody. All right. So this is important here. What I'm showing you is that we don't want to have a major problem when you purchase Scale Plus, whether you're a free member or a lifetime member. Here's the important thing. When you check out, okay, when you click this checkout button, you will see we put it here. Very, very important that you must use the same email address with your Groove account. And I don't want to spend too much time on here today, but I'll basically tell you what happens. When you purchase Scale Plus, Matt, are you seeing this? Okay, it's working now. Never mind, Matt. You're good. Don't worry. When you let me concentrate here. When you purchase Scale Plus, if it's going to create a Scale Plus and a Groove account with the email that you use at checkout right here, okay? This email address that you put in is what it's going to use to create your account. And then when you go to log in to your Groove account, if you had an old Groove account and now you go to log in to Scale Plus to this new dashboard here, like this is going to link to your new Groove account, and none of your data is going to be there. None of your pages, none of your list, all the work that you've done is not going to be there. And that means you're going to have to click log out. And when you sign out and you sign back in with your other email, your original Groove email, you're only going to have Groove, but everything else here is going to be blanked out. So we already had that problem with a couple of people. So what we wanted to do is go and tell you that it's very, very important that when you check out, if you used a Groove email address 6 years ago when you got Groove, or 3 years ago, but you're no longer using that email address, do not use your updated email address. You must use your Groove email address right here. Okay, very important. That goes for free members of Groove and past members of Groove, and that's why we asked this question right here. I'm new to Groove. You can go straight to checkout. We'll create the Groove account for you. I already have a Groove account. Well, that whether you're free or lifetime. Now, even lifetime members, when you log into Groove, and let me go into the dashboard here. You will see the Scale Plus link right here. When you click that Scale Plus link, that will take you to a page that will also warn you and say, hey, make sure when you upgrade that you use the same email address from your Groove. All right. So I don't want to spend too much time on that, but we are starting to get some people, and we do have some issues with some of you that purchase courses.gg or are using BrandBaser or are using affiliate pages. Some of you used a different email address to create those accounts than you did with your Groove account. So when you log in, Scale Plus, your affiliate pages isn't linked. We're working with a few of you to do a merge to your. You're going to have to choose one email address or the other, and the hierarchy is going to be your email address from Groove. Please use your Groove email address, and we'll port everything else over. All right. Okay. So let's jump into a timeline of a couple of products of all the products that we have for you. I think we have that right here. Bear with me just a second. I got to find out why I created this document and I can't see it. Maybe request access, but it's letting me share. That literally makes no sense to me. Anyway, this is just bothering me that under both Mike Filsaime at Gmail and Mike at Groove Digital, I don't have access to edit this document. So I don't know what account I created it in. All right, so here's what you have right now. Matt, you'll correct me if I'm wrong on any of these things. If you purchase Scale Plus, or some of these items you would get even if you were a lifetime member of Groove, because we promised some of you that you would just be getting these applications even without purchasing. And we went over that on the previous stream, but I could go over that later. So right now, what's available is PipeLeads Lead Finder, the CRM, Calendar Bug, and Matt, any of these went live?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me today. Yeah, so
did any of these go live? Because it said auth pending, which basically means this shouldn't say today.
So we're basically doing the single login. The apps are wonderful, functioning well, but we're waiting on the single login to be complete, the testing for security, and make sure that, just like you said, that the Groove username and password can be used throughout all these apps. So.
Okay. All right. Oh, I see it. It was marketing. I built this app under marketing at Groove Digital. Didn't realize I was signed in to something different the other day. All right, so we can zoom in here. So Matt, I wasn't listening. I apologize. Did any of these go live? Courses.gg, affiliate pages, invoice or BrandBaser, high ticket?
I think all of these right here are waiting for the single login to be complete.
For the auth. Okay.
So the apps are done, not the single login. However, ChatBaser.ai should be going live today. Actually, ChatBaser.
Okay, and I'm trying to see where we had that. Let's see. So we said that would go live October 20th. Okay, very good. And so that should be going live today. All right, very good. So just put that here. Fantastic. So actually, I could log in right to that dashboard. Let me see if I have that anywhere here.
For Invoicer, I would love maybe a couple people to help me test it out before we go fully live. If I have 2 or 3 volunteers just for a day or two that are not me, I think that would be really good. Scale
Matt,
Plus.
what is the login? I got to bookmark it. What is the
which
login
one?
URL for Scale Plus?
App.scaleplus. Which one? Yeah, that one.
Okay, great. And that'll just pull up the dashboard here for me.
It should, if you're logged in.
I am. All right, everybody. So let me show you how this dashboard's going to look. Matt, I'm going to remove you so they can see better. Just add
Thank
yourself
you, and
back.
I'm going to work my magic and turn on
Okay.
ChatBaser right now.
All right, very good. All right, so this is what the dashboard is going to look like, and we're no longer graying out the apps because it just made it look depressing. So you have the Groove apps here. All the Groove apps, will take you right to the dashboard, but we're going to be focusing on the Scale Plus applications. So what we've done is once you log in with your single sign-on, it's going to say access granted or access restricted, and it'll be red. And if it's available to you, it won't say this coming soon and won't have the release date here. Okay, and so this is being released today, October 22nd. So what's good is we have the dates here for many of these items. So they went back and added all of the dates here from our last meeting. So Matt's going to demo 2 products for us today, maybe even ChatBaser later. But either way, we can demo it in the development environment. That's going to be going live. Click Campaigns will be released November 3rd, so that's in about 2 weeks. Courses.gg is ready to get access. We just got to bring it onto the single sign-on. We're working with the development team. Same with affiliate pages. You could log in the old way if you purchase that. So today I'm going to be showing you 3 applications. One, GroovePages AI. And that is going to be probably coming out because we just started working on that. That'll probably be like December 15th, but maybe even sooner, maybe December 1st. I'm pretty confident, but this is coming along real well. And I'm going to show you something that I said I wasn't going to be included, and I went back and I created the app. It's ready to go. We're going to be releasing that for you. I think Alan said maybe tomorrow, but I got to get confirmation from Alan. Let me just ask him here. When do you think Invoicer will be ready for users? All right. Not Invoicer, Imager, I mean. And I'm going to be going over QuizFunnels for you because QuizFunnels says it's going to be ready November 3rd. It might be sooner, but that I put a lot of time in over the weekend, and that's coming along really, really well. So Alan says maximum tomorrow. So what I'm about to show you with Imager, you're going to be getting access to tomorrow. So let's jump in and check out this tool, Imager. All right, and let's go to the front end website. And if you remember on the last stream, he says probably later today if everything goes well. So I'll say tomorrow. If you remember on the last stream, I said, I'm taking Imager out. I don't think you guys need another imaging tool, and you could get it free with ChatGPT. And I realized that just gives you images, but an image tool actually helps you as a digital marketer. So wait till you see what we can do for you with this application. So let's jump in, click on the workspace. You will have access to this possibly later today if you're a Scale Plus member. And you will be getting access to this definitely tomorrow, Max, he said. All right. So these are me testing out images here. So all this stuff that you're just seeing is me testing out images and the capabilities of the application. So I want to let you know, we have 5 ways for you to create images. Number 1 is text to image. This is what everybody is familiar with, right? And number 2 is text art. That means it's going to get the text perfect, and we're using the ideogram model for that. Next is image to image edit. And that's where you start with an image and then you say, I want to remove the sunglasses and add a hat, or I want to transfer this style onto the image or anything like that. The third is multi-image reference transfer. And so what that means is you can do things like, say you want this image here, you want the dog in image 2 to replace the lantern in image 1. Or you want the woman in image 2 to replace the man in image 1. And you can do things like light render. Like you could say for this cat right here, you could, and here it is, make the first image have the same light condition as the second image. So you took this woman, this cat, and you gave her this type of look. And you can do the pose. So you can say, make the person in image 2, let's see, make the person from the first image have the same pose as the person from the second image. You can do facial expressions. So you can make the person in image 1 have the expression of image 2, and you get this. You can do hairstyle. So you could say, make the lady in image 1 have the hair like the lady in image 2, and then you get this. You can do font. You could say, take the font from image 2 and put it onto the mug of image 1. You can do pattern background. So I'm going to show you all of these different things. And then finally, you can say something like you see here. Make one image of the man in image 1 and the woman in image 2, put the hat from image 4 on the woman, and make the item in image 3 the logo of the hat. And then you could get something like that. So here is an example. You have a picture of this woman and this man and this dog, and then put it in the style of this. And you just do that by talking. So that's number 4, multi-image reference transfer. I'm going to demo all of these for you today. And then we have royalty-free images. So if you just type in house, you can start with this image, bring it right into your gallery, and then iterate on it like you would with Photoshop. And then stay tuned, because at the end, I'm going to be telling you the really cool things that I'm going to be adding that I'm tonight. After I go see my mom, I'm going to come back and I'm going to try to knock all of this stuff out tonight. Wait till you hear what we're going to be doing for that. So let's go back to text to image, and you'll see with text to image we have the latest models for you. So if you wanted to, let's say, let's see. Oh, let me turn on my WhisperFlow app. Make sure that that's on. A man and a woman sitting at a cafe in Paris. Hello, WhisperFlow, are you working? A man and a woman sitting at a cafe in Paris. Okay, so this will give you an image with Qwen. And you'll notice some of the models have a negative prompt. So I can say, I could put the word rain or anything, and then it won't include that in there, okay? Now, you'll notice some models don't have the negative prompt. If they don't have it built into their API, then you're not going to see it like this, okay? But Qwen has it. And we also have the ability for you to do an enhanced prompt. I'll show you the example of that in just a second. And each model has different aspect ratios. So Qwen allows these aspect ratios. So if you want for social, you can, and the preview is on the left. These are buttons, not the actual aspect ratio. So you can see, you could get it on a 3x4. All right. Let's just go with the square. And you'll notice that each model has different, Nano Banana has no aspect ratio. Sea Dream, bear with me just a second. Sea Dream does their aspect ratios are limited, but look at Flux. Flux has a lot of different aspect ratios. So that gives you some options there as well. And for some reason, the browser refreshed, so I have to put it back in. A man and a woman sitting at a cafe in Paris. And now you could say, how many images do you want? So you can do 4, and they're going to be pretty quick. So I'm going to click generate the images and watch what we'll do here. We'll get the images, and I want to show you another thing that we can do in just a minute. All right, so there's our 4 images, and you notice they're kind of bland, right? Well, you also see here, it says Qwen, 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 and Qwen. Watch what I can do here. I can say, you know what? I want an image from one of each of the models. And now I'm going to generate. They're still going to be bland, and I'm going to show you why in just a minute, because I didn't give it a very good prompt. Okay, so now we have 4 new images, and we could see this is Nano Banana, this is Quen, and this is Sea Dream, and this is Flux. Now, I think this is really cool right there as a tool that you could get multiple images and from all the different models. Now you don't have that scarcity. Which model should I be using? Hey, you could get one from each, but still a little bland. So watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to say, and look, here's my prompt. And notice there's no style. I'm going to show you the style guide in a minute here. I'm going to enhance the prompt and do it again. And so now it's sending the prompt over to OpenAI. It got back an enhanced prompt, and I wrote a prompt that creates a better prompt for you. Now, the only problem with this is it's going to create a prompt that might have what you want. It's going to be gorgeous, but it may not be what you want because it's going to really embellish here. So let's see what comes back now. Some of the models are a little slow, but you have to wait for every model to come back before it displays. All right. So we went from a man and a woman sitting in a cafe in Paris. That was our prompt right here. Okay. And we ended up getting in a quaint Parisian cafe with colorful flower boxes, a man with tousled dark hair and a well-fitted navy blazer sits across a woman in a flowing pastel sundress, both engaged in deep conversation over steaming cups of coffee as the golden sunlight filters through the leaves of nearby trees, casting playful shadows. And now there was even more. So I can hover over this. I think I might have overwritten that. Yeah, it's supposed to give you the full prompt there, so that if you wanted to copy that, you can take this and then reiterate on it and put it in here like that. I'm not going to do that for now, but you can see how that works. Now, there's a couple of other things that you can do. Well, you know, I'm going to get to all this stuff in a minute. Let me show you more stuff that you can do right here. Let's stay with the regular prompt. I'm not going to enhance it, but watch what we can do now. Now we can add styles. Ready? Choose style, choose an imager style. All right. So these are styles that I made for you that you can just, this is the default. This is realistic, photorealistic, hyperrealism, digital paint. I should have put one that said iPhone, so it looked like it was taken on an iPhone. You've got Disney animation, cartoon, anime, comic book, sketch, pencil, line art, vector, flat design, minimalist, etc., etc., etc. And one of my favorite to demonstrate right here is the Van Gogh Starry Night post-impressionism. So watch what we'll do here. We're just going to choose this style. Okay. And now I'm not going to enhance the prompt, and I'm going to leave it as one from each. And I'm going to click generate, and we're going to get one from Nano Banana, one from Quen, one from Sea Dream, and one from Flux. And if you ask me which one is better, they're all good. They're all really good. It's a roll of the dice. So that's why I like to be, oh, look at that. Gorgeous. That's why I like to be able to get one from each model to see which one I like better. Can you guys see yourself actually using this? Wait till I show you what I'm bringing you later. You're going to love. So if you click here, now you can see the preview, and I can arrow through here, and I can see the other images that came from the other models. Now, which one do I like better? I don't know. Right? This is very subjective. Now, if you look here in my favorites, these are other things that I favorited in the past. Now, I can say if I want to favorite this image, well, that broke. You know, this is what happens sometimes when you're coding. You fix something and it breaks. Let's see. Oh, but it added it. Okay. I don't know why it gave me an error here. Failed to update favorite status, but it did actually add it to the favorite. So I have to find out why we got that little error. So it's important for you to know that I expect that you'll be creating a lot of images, guys, and we're not going to be storing all of your images forever. Okay. So we tell you right here that your images will be deleted after 90 days. Okay. That's just the way it is. If you want an image, no problem. If you really want it, just click the download button right here, and you could download it to your hard drive. Okay, just by clicking that button right there. Allow, cancel. All right, I clicked the button twice. So a couple of other things is if you favorite an item, we will hold that for you for a whole year, right? Because a lot of images are just junk. You don't like them. The ones you like will hold for you for a year, but it's up to you at that point to archive them onto your hard drive, okay? The next thing I want to let you know is some of the stuff that you can do here is you could copy this directly to your clipboard by just clicking copy. And then you'll see if I go over to that document that I was in and I click paste, oh, that's the wrong one. I'm editing in this one. And if I click paste, it adds the image right in. So it's a real quick way for you to just copy to your clipboard. And you could also click on it and get more of the metadata, and you could copy, download, and I'm going to talk about edit in just a minute. All right, so that is everything you need to know about text to image. Now, let's go to the next one that I think is pretty exciting, and that would be image to image edit. I'm gonna skip the text art for a minute, and I'm gonna go to image edit. And what this means is, if it should black out this generate button here. Let's see. Let me see if it gives me an error. Yeah, it should black out the button. I'm glad it gives the error. In order for this model to work, it needs a reference image. Now, you've got four different ways that you could get an image into this area right here. Number one, the traditional way that you're used to, by finding something on your computer and grabbing it and clicking open. Okay. The other way that you could do it is finding something on your computer. Let's see, downloads. Pictures. I'm just trying to find an image. All right, so you could take something like this. This looks like an image, right? And you could just drag it, right? Obviously. The other way that you can do it, let's just move this out of the way, is that you can take any image that you're working on, and let's say you like this image right here. You could click edit, and it automatically brings the image for you there. Or you can click choose from gallery, and you can go here and find an image that you want to use and click select this image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this image right here, and I'm going to click edit this image, and it brings it in. And now what I can do is I can now put something else in here, like change this image to 2 women and change the season to fall and make them wear fall attire, autumn attire. And I'm going to change this word to autumn. I'm just curious here how this is going to work. All right, now you've got your different models that you can use, okay? And I'm going to do one from each. So we're going to send it to the model to see how all 4 of these will edit this image for us. But understand the things that you can do. You can say, remove the text, add the text, add text that says this, change the hat, add sunglasses, change the season, make the person wear, hold an image, or hold an item or something like that. So this is cool, but we've got even more cool things coming. All right. What is this here? I'm loving the not patiently wait for Groove to be available. I love you being there for your mom. Oh, thank you. That might go back a little while. All right, so we should be getting, and maybe I'll just check out the chat while we're waiting for these images and moving forward here. Exciting stuff with the images. Thanks, Peter. I'm glad you like this. You should be getting access to this tomorrow, if not today. All right. These models, one of these models is a little slow and it slows the other models, but we should be getting everything back. All right, so now we have 3 models here, Nano Banana, Quen, and Sea Dream. And so this was the original image, right? This man and this woman. And I wanted a similar image. We need to do this, guys. This is really important. I want to show you how insane this is here. So let's take the original image and let's bring it here and compare. And what we're going to see, if I make this a little bit bigger, is that the table is the same. The coffee is the same. Look at the man playing in the background. He hasn't changed. This didn't reinterpret the image, ladies and gentlemen. It kept the image the same. Now, the man's pose changed, but that's okay because I asked for a woman, so it actually had the women cross their legs the way a woman would. This one kept the pose identical. This is very interesting. This model kept the pose identical. It's funny how the different models interpret things. Now, this lady over here looks to be the same here. She was changed over here. Again, that's why I think it's really cool that you can do multiple models. I think Nano Banana did the worst, and I think Sea Dream did the best. It kept the woman in the same pose and kept the same woman looking the same. So that's called image-to-image edit. I think that is pretty cool. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you text art. Now, text art uses, we're going to get rid of this here. Text art uses ideogram as the model. And so if you need to do anything with text, this is the model that you want to use. Okay. So you would say something like this. Make me a glass office Make me a glass indoor office with a neon sign that says ScaleGG in hot pink. That's it. All right. So I'm not going to enhance it. I'm just going to leave the aspect ratio the same, but ideogram gives us these. And I want 4 images. And we're going to send that off to ideogram. Ideogram is pretty fast. All right, so Susan's asking, do you have to use your own API key? No. So here's how it's going to work, folks. First off, we're just gonna eat the cost for a good while on everything, and then eventually what we're gonna do, probably gonna give you like access to like, I don't know, like 500 million tokens or something, or whatever that translates to, and certain amount of images and everything, and then if you're a power user, 99% of you probably won't go through your credits that we give you. If you're a power user, then you'll top up and say, I want $25. Give me another several million or whatever, and it'll probably last you about a year. But for the most part, ScaleGPTs and ChatBaser, we're just going to pay for the tokens for them because it's pretty cheap. These images are somewhat cheap. They go anywhere between the average 3 to 4 cents an image. So 100 images will cost us about $4, for you. So it can get out of hand if somebody's really a power user on this, but for right now, it's going to be very generous. And then later we're going to institute something where you could re-up. But we just want to get it into your hands right now. So you don't have to use your own API key for this. So with click campaigns, you may, but we just may bake that in where we give you a certain amount of credits and then you'll top up and stuff because that burns through tokens. But moving on, I don't think these did a really good job, to be honest with you. Let me, you know what? I really screwed this up. I said, I'm just going to say a glass office. I got much better results yesterday with that. But basically what I want to show you is that ideogram is the model that you want to work with when you want to start with text. All right. So let's wait for that to come back one more time. And then I want to show you a couple of different things that you can do. Oh, they look very similar. Yes, I'm going to show you. Yesterday, I was getting some nicer images here. Like these images were just coming out nicer with the groove.cm ones. So as you can see, right, it's hit or miss what you get. This is all the ideogram model. Now, what you can do is you could take this image right here. Let's see. Let's take this image, and no, I'm not going to edit that. What we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to choose one of my styles that I had here, and let's just go again with that Starry Night. I'm going to select this, and we're going to generate 4 more images. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this, and you're saying, well, Mike, you kind of demonstrated that again before is because you notice I created these styles. All of these styles that you're seeing right here were created by me, and I created these photos to go along with it. Okay, let's see what just came out. There we go. This is really nice, don't you think? Isn't that freaking gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Look how nice that is. I love that Starry Night from Van Gogh. I think it just creates really good content. Simon, pay attention. I like that for our social media. That's really good. Now, the thing is, the way that I made this work is I simply say at the end, in the style of Disney classic animation. Now, if I get rid of this style, Ideogram has its own styles that don't append to the prompt. They're actually in the API. And these are Ideogram styles. And since they gave me those, I created a separate gallery that you could only use with Ideogram, and it pops automatically over. So let's choose a style with Ideogram that I think might be cool. Let's go with this minimal. No, let's do this just because it's so different, right? And while that's going, I'm going to create another style, and I'm going to do, I like this blueprint one. This is nice, but I saw one, this style right here, I think might be interesting as well. So I have to wait for my button here. Okay. There you go, right? Not that I would use it, but look, it's different styles, right? You know what you get before you put it in. Let's see how this ethereal party looks like people dancing on ecstasy. They probably wanted to call it ecstasy party, and I bet somebody at Ideogram said, no, that's a little too on the nose. Let's make it ethereal. I guarantee it. All right, so here's our ethereal ecstasy party with it. All right, so again, you know, I take back what I said when I said you guys don't need an image tool, right? You don't need another image tool. You can do this with ChatGPT. I think having these drop downs and these workflows is actually cool. Now, I want to show you the best part of this application, and it's hard to come up with a good name for it. And that's this one right here. You know, I'm going to skip this for a second. Multi-image reference transfer. First, I'm going to show you why I put royalty-free images in here. So let's just say I wanted a race car, right? Let's see, NASCAR. Okay, so let's say I wanted a NASCAR and I wanted something royalty-free, and I happen to like this. I can actually put this image into my gallery. And now I can click the edit button and I can say, make this car look like the Terminator #3 from Dale Earnhardt. Now, will AI actually be able to do that? Let's find out. Let's get one from each. And so let's say I like this. I can now just do this. Look at this. This one got it the best. This was sort of Dale Earnhardt's colors. That's not quite, you know, Dale Earnhardt's car. He passed away in an accident. Man, I don't know, good 25 years ago, maybe 30. I think 1997, 98, right after he won the Daytona 500 late in his career. But again, you see the point that you can edit an image. This image was just changed here like that. So, but let me show you something even cooler. Now that I have the image the way that I want, and this came from a stock footage, I'm going to download this image. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm going to edit this image like this. But I'm going to switch the model to the multi-image reference transfer. And this right here tells you the different things that you can do. You can do a light render, a style transfer. This is more to tell you like kind of like what you can do and like how many references are needed. If I needed 3 or if I needed 4, it changes the inputs here. But I'm going to choose 2. Okay. And I want to do a style transfer. And what you can do, guys, is well, let me show it to you this way first. Let's say I want to change this to this style right here. I will download this. No, I don't even have to. I can literally just choose from the gallery. Look at this. I can say, use the style of this image right here. And I can now say, take the style of image 2 and transpose it onto image 1. All right, let's get 4. No, I'm going to do 1. This takes a while, so I'm only going to do 1. All right, so what we should get is a NASCAR in this style. All right, that should come. And I was thinking, you know what I want to do? I'm going to actually add the styles for ideogram as a third option for you for style transfer. So look at this, guys. Do you see how easy I've made this? I made it so that you don't have to even drag anything out. You can actually pull something right from my style gallery. And I'm going to add tonight, I'm going to add the ideogram style gallery as well. So you could get something off the internet and drag it in here, right? You could take like a Coca-Cola can and drag it in. Let's just do that. Copy image. I don't think you can paste an image, so I'm going to have to copy this like this. I'm really curious. I'm trying to get your imagination really revved up here. So I'm going to take that screenshot. And I'm going to drag it right into here. And I'm going to say the same thing. Take the style of image 2 and transpose it onto image 1. And now let's see what happens to our black NASCAR Dale Earnhardt car number 3 Terminator. All right. I hope you guys are liking this tool. Again, today I just wanted to come and engage with the community and show you this tool. We've got a couple of more tools we're going to show you today that I think you'll be just as excited about. So, if you're saying, hey, what's going on today? We're just engaging with the community, keeping it light. Sad news in the chess world. I know many of you are not into chess the way that I am, but we lost a legend at 29 years old, Daniel Naroditsky. Very, very sad what happened with him. Okay, now take a look at this. Man, I'm so impressed with this. I can't believe I said we don't need an image tool. The more I see this, the more I'm like, my team really, really can use this in social media. So take a look at this image. Isn't that great? I was able to transfer the style from a Coca-Cola can onto the car, and look at how good it does the text. I'm friggin' blown away. Now, what else can we do with the style transfer? Well, you can also choose from the style gallery, and I'm also going to add the ideogram style gallery. So let's do line art, and that'll be the final one, and we're going to generate and see how that looks there. And then I want to show you a couple of other things that can be done as well. Well, I think you get it. You can, you know what I'll do? I'll actually show you a video that shows you everything you can do. I'll let it run, and it'll open up your mind rather than me doing the demo, because we have a lot more to go over. But I'm really hoping that you're loving this tool. Really, really hoping that you're loving this tool. And by the way, if you don't buy Scale Plus, Groove AI members will be getting this for free because it's an AI tool. But again, there's a lot in Scale Plus that we really hope that if you're a lifetime member, you subscribe for $2.99 a year. So look at that, guys. Just like that, it transposed that style. So I'm going to be adding the ideogram style gallery over here for you, because all it does is it uploads the image to the model. So I think that demonstrates everything really well. I have the documentation from this model here that basically shows you every single one of these things that you can do, and you hover over here to see the post. But I think you get it. You just say, make the person in the first image, that's this lady, have the same expression as the person in the second image. And there you go. Who needs Photoshop? And let me show you this video, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with this application. And I really think you're just going to be like over the moon. All right. If you can't hear this, Simon, give me a thumbs up if you can hear this, okay? Do you hear the music, Simon? Matt, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Add the clock from the second image onto the table of the first image. Make the woman from the second image stand on the road of the first image. Make the man from the second image sit on the sofa. Replace the facial cleansing brush in the first image with the bag in the second. Wow, that's nice. You can tell it's a Chinese model. They keep saying, make the first image has the same model like condition. So they say has instead of have. Now they got it right. Color correction, so easy. Wow, I like that. Guys, this goes on for 6 minutes. So you can find that when you get into the application right here to see everything that can be done with it, with this app. So recap here before I tell you the special surprise I'm going to be doing for you is, let me move my my photo. Yeah, that right here is where I said is the documentation for this. All right. So again, you can do text to image, and then you could add any style. We have added a negative prompt. You have text enhancement. You can do text enhancement. You can do multiple images at the same time, multiple outputs at the same time. You can do art with ideogram. It's really good at text. And you can use ideograms, image styles, or our image styles. We still have the prompt enhancer. You have all the aspect ratios, which are very hard to get right with ChatGPT. You have image to image edit. So you could take any image that you have or just upload it right into here and edit. And you can do, I wonder, yeah, no, that's it. And then you can do multi-image transfer, which is really cool. And you can do up to 4 images. And you can, of course, use royalty-free images. All right, so now back to my little face here. And let me tell you the stuff that I'm texting myself. So I know you've all done this. You're in bed and you're like, I have a good idea. I don't want to forget about it. I'll remember it in the morning. Let me just go to bed. I'm going to remember it in the morning. 5 minutes later, honey, why are you up? I have an idea and I don't want to forget it. And you're texting yourself like a reminder so that you don't forget, right? So that's the one that I've had last night. So I text myself the following, and this is what I'm going to try to build into Imager over the next 48 hours, even if you get access to it today. All right, ready? Number 1, YouTube thumbnail. What's a good name for it? It's basically good. Okay, it's going to be called Clone This Thumbnail, right? So if you see a YouTube thumbnail that you like on at YouTube, you will simply get the YouTube URL, and when you paste it in, it's going to pull that screenshot down as an image for you. But I'm going to create a new app so that you don't have to use the workflow of the multi-image reference, right? So it's just going to pull that image down, and then I'm going to do something else for you. So just pause that for a second. I'm going to have you upload a photo of 3 photos of yourself: a close-up, a medium, and then a wide that gets your full body. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little app in Imager called Professional Photo Creator. And it's going to create a professional photo of you smiling, looking good. It'll create 16 different poses of your face, 16 different medium, and 6, or maybe I'll do like 8, 8, and 8. So you get 24 photos, side shots, smiling, pointing at the camera, all that. I'm going to create like a little workflow that's going to create that. So you'll just upload a photo of yourself, and you'll have all these quality photos that you could use all over your website. But that's one. The other thing that I'm going to do is there's going to be another option that's going to create your YouTube photos and the same thing. So it's going to create your professionals, but it's also going to create all of these. And I hate to have to do this. Don't screenshot me, but you're going to get these. Or you're going to get all of those. And those are meant to be used for YouTube, right? You know those where the person's looking like this or the person's going like that, and it get clicks. So now you're going to have what I'm going to call your personal. I had a really cool name for it when I text myself, but it's your personal library, right? So now let's get back to the YouTube app. Now you're going to have a YouTube app that you're going to put a YouTube URL in, or you can upload a screenshot, your choice. Take somebody else's screenshot, fine, or just put the YouTube URL in, and you're going to start with that image. And then you're going to say, image 2 is going to be you, and you're going to go into your library and find you going like this. And then you're going to say, replace the person in image 1 with the person in image 2 and change the text to say whatever. And then it'll automatically change all the text for you. And you instantly have a thumbnail that you're like, man, I wish my thumbnails looked like that. Well, guess what, guys? You're going to have, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be able to do that. Now, look, this is the type of stuff that I didn't want to forget last night. I know it's silly, but I'm like, I want these different tools. Like right now, the workflow is like 9 different steps to get this done. To be able to just go into Imager and put a URL in and then grab my face from the library and know that it's a face that I like because AI made me look good and all that type of stuff. And then I can change the text. That's really cool. Let me show you right here another image example that I did of that. Okay. If you went to our channel today, and you look at the screenshot for this live that we're doing, okay. Do you see the screenshot? I took this screenshot right here, guys, right? I took a screenshot of that. And I put that into the Imager software. And I said, change the text from SCALEATHON to GrooveAthon. Do you follow? I took this SCALEATHON and said, what if I just want to, I don't want to go into Canva, I don't want to change it. And I uploaded it to Imager and I said, change the word SCALEATHON to GrooveAthon and remove the timestamp from the bottom right corner. And it did the same exact thing. I think that's pretty impressive. I'm like, I'm blown away at like how we're able to do that. So imagine being able to do that with a workflow where you just put a YouTube URL. And let me tell you the very last thing that I'm going to be doing for you in this. I'm going to be creating, in that same vein, a library of about 60 different pre-made YouTube thumbnails that you can just click. You'll be able to see something like this. You'll have something in that thing that says choose from library, and a library will open up with about 50 different YouTube thumbnails. And guess where I'm going to get them? I'm going to get them from Canva. I'm going to go to Canva. I'll look at their different designs. I'll screenshot them for you, and then I'll put them into a gallery, and then you'll just be able to just not even have to go to Canva to do that. You can just take that screenshot and then just say, change the person in that. Let me give you an example of how that would be. Let's actually do one. Let's go to Canva. Am I in my right account? Let's assume I am. So let's click create. And let's put YouTube thumbnail. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these thumbnails and screenshot them, right? So let's do this. Let's take this. Let's log in. Where do you log in? I'm in the wrong account. How do you log out? Oh, wait. It said log out of all accounts. I want the Mike at Groove cart. We've had this account for a very long time. This is our paid account. All right, so we're going to do YouTube thumbnail. All right, and let's find that guy if he's here, this one, okay? Let's get a screenshot of that. I want to basically show you how this would work. All right, and let's go and do this in Imager right now. I'm going to create it easier for you where you'll just get it like from a gallery, but we're going to do the multi-image reference transfer. So we're going to start with this, right? And then I'm going to choose from gallery. And we're going to get the guy in this photo, right? And we're going to say, take the man in the second image and replace him with the man in the first image, keeping the expression of the man in the first image the same. Transpose the colors from the first image onto the second image and change the text on the first image to say, get started with Scale Plus. Okay, now that's a lot, but let's see if it can get this done. So basically, I like that screenshot right here. I want to put my face on it with this expression, with this color, and then change the text. So let's see. This will be a long shot, but I'll be really impressed if it gets all of this. But what I could have done is I could have said, you know, give me 4 outputs, and sometimes you got to re-roll them, and this is a big ask, but I'm just curious where we're going to end up. Like I said, this model takes the longest. Right, so we didn't get anything changed. The only thing it put was Scale Plus. But I think you get the picture. I got to find out what I might have done wrong there. Maybe it's, you know what I should have done? What I should have done would have been something like this. I should have done it like this. And where can I get a picture from me? Let's get this one. Hello, Internet. Why are you so slow today? Okay. Let's do that. And this should work a little bit better. And that's a learning lesson that you don't want to, you don't want to have too many references. That's why you have more reference images. And then now I need a style, okay? And now I need a style. And I didn't go down far enough. Okay, let's do this. Okay, now we're going to do it this way. We're going to say, take the man from the second image and replace him with the man in the first image, and use the style of the third image to restyle the first image, and change the text to say, get started with Scale Plus. Okay, let's see. This will be the final thing that we're going to be doing here. Failed to generate, please check your API key and try again. So let's try one more time. All right, guys, I don't know if there's an issue. I never tested the, yes, I did actually test adding multiple images. All right, I'm not exactly sure why we got that problem here, but I think you get the point anyway. I'll get that little bug fixed. That was, by the way, first bug we had in the entire app for the whole thing. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Imager. I'm going to take a little screenshot of this to remind me of the bug and send it to myself. Just texting myself something, just bear with me. It's funny. I send myself a text and it comes in as saying, maybe Mike Filsaime. All right. Very good. All right, everybody. So that's Imager. That takes us into the first hour. Now what I want to do is I want to take a look at some of the, you guys are just excited here. That's all. Everybody's just loving what we got. Very good. We are going to, and I wonder if I forgot to reshare my screen again and somebody remembered for me. Hopefully I didn't. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to get out of Imager. I'm going to go into GroovePages AI, show you something that we're working on. All right, Matt, we're skipping that today. No problem. Very good. No problem. And Matt, shoot me a text to let me know what time you think you'll be ready. All right, everybody. On to the next little application that you haven't seen yet before. And this, and at the end of the stream, I'll talk to you about, how you can promote for the stream that's for the Black Friday month. So you could be part of this if you want to promote. We're going to be working on all the assets this weekend. So if you want to promote the launch that starts on Monday, and it's Black Friday month, you can certainly, we'll give you the place where you can get that. Matt needs a few minutes. Great. All right. So let's log into the dashboard of, I need to, let me see which dashboard I'm in. Okay, I'm here. All right. So let me go into a current asset that we have here. No, we'll just start from scratch. We'll start from scratch. So the first thing you do, like you do with Click Campaigns, is you create a brand kit. So the way you create a brand kit is you give it a name. Then you choose your theme colors, right? So you need your theme colors that you want for your funnels. I like the Groove theme. And then for your professional website, you might want something a little bit different. And if you don't like these colors, no problem. You can just choose custom colors. When you click next, you say what type of fonts do you want? What are the colors that you want for your default fonts? And then you upload your brand-based document like this, and you've got your brand kit, just like that. All right. Now I got one here for Groove. It has all the information on Groove, and it has my colors and everything. And so now when you go to create a new project, let's give this Scale Plus Demo. This is how this works. Number one, you can go into GroovePages and grab the code from the page and paste it in here, and then give it a prompt and say, whatever you want to do. It'll re-render the code because I have this trained on the GroovePages drag and drop builder, and it'll just render everything here for you. You can also upload a screenshot, okay? Or you can paste a URL and it'll pull that website into the canvas and wrap it in GroovePages. Or you can just do regular chat, okay? And so first thing you want to do, let's take a look at the way this thing works over here. You've got your settings panel over here and your chat panel over here. You can open and close them so you can have more room to see here. If you want to swap the position and you want your chat on the left and the settings on the right, you can do that. I prefer it like this. In your settings here, this is where you can change the name of the project. And here is your design settings. So what are we outputting onto the canvas? Are we outputting for a funnel or a website? Because the prompt is very different. This is about aesthetics and this is about direct response, right? And are we going to use a brand kit? Yes, we're going to use the Groove.cm brand kit. And now I can say currently use custom colors. I can override. I can say let the AI decide, and I can explicitly tell it do not use the brand colors. Like let the AI decide whatever it wants. Or I can say, yeah, it can use the brand colors or remix them as it sees fit. So you have a little bit of options. You might want something in dark mode or light mode for a particular output. And here are your fonts as well. And I just realized we have the heading text and the body text as well here. And then your fonts are here. Okay, so let's just use the brand kit colors. Nice and easy, right? And that's the one here, Groove.cm. It knows everything about my business because I uploaded a brand-based document, so it's going to write the copy for me too, guys. And Satiris says, Imager will make my life easier. I'm so glad I decided to actually create that, keep that product in the suite. Now, what do you want to create here? Do you want to create a full page, a full landing page, or just a block? Since it takes a while because it's AI, we're going to do a block. Okay. And then I'm just going to come over here and give it a prompt. Now, let's notice it knows that I'm using funnels, so it's going to be more direct response. This will be more aesthetics, so I want the direct response. It's using my brand kit colors, so expect to see pink. I'm going to ask for a block, and I'm not giving it any other context, and I'm going to say, create me a hero section for my software company. I want it in 2 columns. I want an image on the right. And on the left, I want a headline with a pre-headline and a sub-headline. And I want a call to action. And I want some as seen on going across the entire bottom. And give me a yellow alert bar with some urgency. And we're going to click Generate Component. And so what it's going to generate here for me is my first component. And then I'll show you how you would get. And eventually what we're going to do is this going to be a pop out that will come on Groove. And then you'll be, any component that you have in this library. Let me just open this up. Again, I'll give you an example while that's working. Any of these components that you have that are in here are all going to show up in your component library in Groove. So once you create them here and you click save, then when you go back to Groove, they're going to show up as blocks that you can just put right onto the canvas. Okay. We're trying to figure out the best way to do this. This is not an AI tool that builds websites. It's specifically meant to work with Groove. All right. So working on your request, working great. I'll craft the next block on page 1. This is usually a little bit quicker, but let's just hope that we're getting, okay. All right, so this kind of messed up a little bit. It gave me 2 images, not a big deal. And I don't have the ability to edit anything onto this canvas. I have to talk to it here and say, hey, remove the top image. Or I could just bring this onto the canvas of Groove and take it off. But look at this. It knows the appropriate image to use. It wrote the copy for me. Here's my as seen on. Let's make this a little bit bigger, right? As seen on ClickFunnels Radio. How dare you? How dare you? Right? Look, I told it give me something related to proof, right? But there you go, guys. Right? It created this for me. Now, what you can do is you can click right here and get this code and paste it right into the Groove canvas. As we said, we're going to make it easier that you'll just click a button in Groove and find the block. Sometimes Groove has ways where you could separate the stuff with our drag and drop elements, or the simpler way to do it is to click this download, and it'll download all the different stuff. And the important thing is to download the images, because the images are here. They're not over at Groove, so you're going to need to download the images so you can re-upload them in Groove. We're trying to make this process all a little bit easier, but let me just do one more thing to show you how this works. Number 1, let's add another block. Okay. And now this is the active block because it's red. Now this is the active block for anything I'm talking about in the chat. Okay. So if I click on this block, I can move it up or I can move it down. I can edit the name and I can call this the FAQ and save it. So now here I have it here. I can also clone this block and I could delete it. And I could hide these icons if it's blocking and I want a better preview to see the canvas. So now I can just say something like this. Create me 10 FAQs. And it knows to, hello. How do I? Oh, I see. This is the conversation. This is showing the conversation, and this is just the chat. Sorry. Create me 10 FAQs. Make sure the first one says, why is Groove.cm free? And I click Generate Components, And now it's going to write my FAQs for me, and then I can transpose these over to Groove. Now, the reason why I'm saying December, guys, is look, that's 60 days away. I think we're going to get it done much sooner. But this is not just about the app. It's about how it integrates with Groove. And I want to test that all the drag and drop code. So far, everything's looking pretty good. I coded this. Everything you're seeing, I coded this in 2 days over a weekend, right? So, you know, while I wasn't able to stream and do all that different stuff, once my mom got to the hospital, I was able to actually get some quiet time at night and go out and do these things. And again, now that I'm the one that's coding all this stuff, I can iterate on these things pretty quick and make this the exact way that I want. I got some feedback from Matt on changing some things, but I think the real important thing that might delay this, you know, maybe about 2 weeks, is getting it to completely integrate with Groove. Now, here's our FAQs. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Actually opens and closes, and it wrote the copy for me. So is it a little bit clunky right now that it's not built directly over at the Groove platform? Yeah, but we're going to try to make it integrate a lot easier. Okay, but I think you can see this, that if I were to say, make me a full page, right? It'll just create the full landing page for me. Write me a webinar page. Great. I bring it over. And the beautiful thing is once I get it to Groove, I can then add the drag and drop and the text editor and everything like that. This gets the grunt work out for me. And look at this. You can even create new pages over here. So you could call this the About Us page, right? So you can build your stuff over here and you'll call this the homepage. And then when you're done, all of these blocks will just show up in your library in Groove. So when you get to Groove, and you'll see it'll say GroovePages AI components, and then there'll be a drop down for the project, and you'll pull the project scale plus, and then it's going to say which page. You know, you'll see the different pages, and then you'll have all your different blocks that you can just either pull a page or a block onto the canvas. All right. So like I said, getting this prototype done was pretty easy. Getting it over to integrate, it's not going to be difficult. I showed this to Alan. He said, yeah, not a problem, but he's busy on some stuff. So we're going to get all that stuff done. All right. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is GroovePages AI. Let's see. I'm not going to go through all of the stuff here. I just want to see if you guys are happy or complaining, right? And we're getting a lot more happy, a lot less complaining. So Satiris also autocorrects to Doritos, says, whoa, finally an AI builder which is like Canva, easy to use. I mean, maybe, yeah, I won't have the results of Photoshop, maybe, but it's exactly what I need. Yeah. And we're going to keep improving it, working the prompt better to give you more drop downs on the prompt if you want it to look more ClickFunnels or more aesthetically pleasing. And I don't mean that ClickFunnels isn't aesthetically pleasing. I'm saying some things are meant to be direct response. Thank you, Peter. Excited here. And we got Kim Armstrong. Whoa, that'll be very cool. So you guys are liking what you're seeing. Very good. All right. I'm going to move on to my third app that I'm going to show you. And Matt, I'm going to keep going. And then I'll let you do the last demo. Sound good, Matt? I'll just do QuizFunnels. Okay. I'm doing another live stream, guys, on Friday. I'll have more updates for you. Again, just light. This isn't the start of the launch. I just wanted to engage this week with everybody, show you some of the stuff that we're working on, that it's real and it's, you know, it's all getting released. Man, I'm really excited. And on Friday, I'm probably going to be showing you the help desk software, maybe a couple of other things. And Matt will show you the PipeLeads CRM. Today, he's going to show you the PipeLeads. Well, I'll let him tell you what he's showing you. He's going to show you PipeLeads Finder. So let's move on. Share my Scrizzle. All right. So we saw GroovePages. Let's click the save button here. And let's go. Well, let's let that finish saving. Successfully saved. All right. Let's go to QuizFunnels. All right. Let's load up the front page here. Let's make sure that this is running in the development environment. It appears to be. Okay. So I've updated the front page for, I believe this is even live at quizfunnels.gg. I spent a lot of time on this. I'm going to be working on this tonight as well. I think I'm going to get this wrapped up by the weekend, guys. So you'll be getting this live next week. So I want to be perfectly straight here about somebody that I look up to. His name is Daniel, and he's the owner of Score App. And I think his app is great. Whether you have QuizFunnels or Score App, I can tell you he's got a premium app, and he does a lot of training on it. And I'm not trying to tell you to go out and buy it. I'm just telling you that when I heard that Ryan Levesque sold Bucket.io, I was like, oh, that's interesting. To who? And then Score App. I haven't heard of this. Man, if you go to Score App's YouTube channel and then go to his personal channel, Daniel, I forget his last name. I've been asking my friend Jason Economides, who knows him, to do an intro because I love him. I think he's a great guy. I hope he's not insulted that we're creating QuizFunnels. I'm certainly not doing it to compete with him. It's that we always promised you guys Groove Quiz. And when I wanted to model something, I modeled his software. So I'm not going to say blatantly. I'm not going to say shamelessly. I didn't log into his application, but I watched his YouTube videos, and his YouTube videos inspired me to make this application. And so what I want to let you know is that this application is not, this application is not, well, we promised him a quiz software. Let's get it done. And then you're like, this kind of does like 2 basic quizzes. No, when I went down the rabbit hole with this thing, I'm like, I'm going to create the tool that we are going to be using in all of our funnels at Groove.cm. So the passion that I had in GroovePages, the passion that I had in GrooveCell, where you saw that like it worked, it had everything, you're going to be seeing in all of these apps, and especially QuizFunnels. This is not a get me done product. And let's take a look at where this stands. And there's a few things that got to be touched up. I'm going to be working on them. I would have been doing it tonight, but I fell in love with Imager, and now I want to add more stuff to Imager. All right. Matt says, ready when you need me. So Matt, I'm going to probably bring you on at about 3:15. And if we could wrap the live stream up today by 3:45 would be great. So we got 45 minutes for me and you. I think that should be good. If not, Matt, I'll leave and I'll let you finish up the live stream because I got to go pick up my mom. I got to go see my mom at the hospital. All right. I told her I'd be done by 3:30. All right. So QuizFunnels.gg. Do we need a song for that? I don't think so. All right. So when you go and create a quiz, we created templates that follow Daniel's systems from Score App. Man, is it brilliant, man. I'm just telling you. That's why I want to give him a shout out. I don't want to come across and act like any of this is my intellectual property. I'm so impressed by him. I want to meet him. And I built a lot of what he recommends into our application. Didn't look at how his application works. He doesn't have a page builder like we have at Groove, so he had to build his own page builder. I'm having Lucius design 3 quizzes for you for quizzes and 3 survey pages for you. And the way that ours works is, yes, you can actually share your quiz. It looks like this crashed here. Let's just see. Bear with me. I hope somebody's not working on this application right now. Your app is starting. This is not the live site. This is the development environment at Replit. All right. So if you want to just have your quiz, just let's see. Let's go back and look at my quizzes. Let's try this one here. Okay. If you want to actually have the quiz just be on our site, you can do it. But we don't recommend that you're going to do it that way. The real way that we're recommending is that you're just going to copy this code, and then you're going to go into GroovePages and build a landing page. And instead of this being a form, this will be a quiz. And you'll just put this quiz on the page, and it'll operate right on the page, when you can use Groove to put your headline and your subheadline and your testimonials and a video and all that stuff. And where Score App had to create a landing page builder for you, we already have one. So all I needed to do was create the quiz functionality for you. So let's go and create a quiz. And so the first thing that you're going to see is, let me come a big face here, big face Mike. So what is the difference between a quiz and a survey? You know, I've been saying you should do a quiz, you could do a survey. We're going to create Groove quiz and surveys and quizzes. And I never stopped down to ask myself, what's the difference between a survey and a quiz? Now, some of you know. I would probably think just about more than half of you know. And I would say just a little under half of you say to yourself, you know, I never really asked myself, what is the difference between a quiz and a survey? And so here's the difference. Ready? A quiz gives results at the end. That's all. It's an assessment that you can ask somebody, which Brady Bunch person are you? And then you ask them a bunch of questions, and at the end, they get results. Oh, you're Marsha, right? Or an IQ test is kind of like a quiz. It is a quiz. You're quizzed on these answers, and you get results at the end. What type of internet marketer are you? What type of entrepreneur are you? Are you feeling frustrated about this? Take this quiz, right? And then at the end, the reason why quizzes are so important, the way that Daniel talks in Score App, he literally wrote the book. It's called Score App. Buy it on Amazon. Go watch his videos. It'll change the way you think about marketing. When people are asked questions about themselves, like what outcome are you looking for? What's the single biggest problem that you have? What tools have you tried that didn't work? And then you ask them these questions. As they take the quiz, they start realizing, I need a solution. And then what you get at the end, and you give them an odometer that says, you're here. If you'd like to get to 100, contact us for a free 1-hour consultation. This is the best type of marketing. It has changed my game. And in 2026, we're moving to all quizzes, 100%. So what are surveys? Do we even need surveys in our marketing? No. You need surveys in your customer support and in your customer engagement. Marketing is for quizzes. You quiz people on where they are in their journey, give them a result, an odometer at the end, and then tell them, here's what you can do to improve. Okay. And Kim Armstrong says, yes, surveys feel like you're just providing feedback. No benefits for me, right? There's no what's in it for me. So when do you use a survey? Use a survey inside of your software, your application, your course. You want to gather intelligence data to improve your product or service. So you might do a survey to say, how happy are you with Groove? How can we improve? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with GroovePages, with GrooveMail? And then, 7, 9, 10, 2. Oh, we got a problem here. And then you could say, if they say 2, ask why. Give us some feedback. So surveys are good ways to engage with your community. Hey, Facebook group, just curious. How many of you, I need a survey. How long have you been doing this? How much money do you make a year? Do you consider yourself a newbie? Hey, Matt, Sonia, I want to have a meeting. You know, I got to tell you, this survey didn't go the way that I thought. Why? I thought that so many of the Groove members were this, but only 20% of them were. Look at this. 83% of the Groove members identify as this. It's intelligence. Now I know how to structure my video sales letter next time. I've been talking to the wrong avatar. Are you guys having an aha moment going, I see. Surveys and quizzes is for feedback to improve a process, a service, or a software, okay? Quizzes are lead capture to improve on just giving a form. Most of us look at our marketing as, I need to do an ethical bribe to get the person's email address. What are ways that we do that? A webinar. Register for this webinar. Over the next hour, you're going to learn this. A white paper, a freemium, a free software. Enter your name and email address and get the 10 things you should never eat when on keto, things like that. But if you put somebody into a quiz, you slow their mindset down, you make it easy for them to click the buttons, and then you get what we see here on the screen. Do me a favor if that made sense to you. I'm just curious, and please, if you say, yeah, Mike, pretty much got it, was just great to, for you to hear it again, wonderful. But if you say I had an aha moment, now I finally know the difference between a quiz and a survey and how to use it, let me know in the chat, okay? So next, we're gonna go back to my screen here. And what you see is we have all templates are here, and you could start from scratch. You have lead capture and funnels. So these are different pre-made funnels for you that you can start with and you can modify. We have viral social media. Why are these good? Well, you post on social media just to get leads. Give somebody, hey, just for doing this, I'm going to give you my free BrandBaser application. Great for AI. All you need to do is fill this out, and you're getting not only intelligence data, but you're getting a name and email address. So lead capture is where you're doing advertising and marketing. Viral social media is a great way to build your list. Support and onboarding, right? A get started guide, etc. Feedback and insights that you need for your survey. So let's see what you guys are saying here. That was perfect. Very valuable. Yes. What's the name of the quiz guru? Need to get that book. There's also, I'll get you that. Peter Newell says there's also contests. Yes, get the difference between quizzes and surveys. So let's go to YouTube. So sorry, Daniel. We miss you. Man, I want to start watching some of these videos right now. Let's go to Score app. So you want to follow Score app, and his name is Daniel Priestley, and you want to follow him on YouTube as well. And his channel is Daniel Priestley, and I'm telling you, these videos are priceless. This video right here from Daniel Priestley's channel, the $1 million landing page, you got to watch that video. All right. The $1 million landing page. And then if you go back to his Score app, there's a few here that I highly recommend, but this $1 million lead generation system is the one that broke my brain. Broke my brain. You will get addicted to this man's content. I don't want to act like I have a lot of hubris. There's a good 5 or 10 people in this world that I really, really look up to, like really, really look up to. And believe it or not, Russell Brunson is one of those. But he and I have a real good love for each other. There's some people that you might think that out there that I look up to that I'm really not as impressed with as other marketers are, but I do think they're brilliant. But when it comes to the Dan Kennedys and the Gary Halberts of the world, they're few and far between. I'm talking the real legends. I'm putting this guy Daniel up there. He knows his stuff very, very well. And if we take Score Daniel Priestley Amazon book, buy this book. It's called Scorecard Marketing. I don't know, $20. How much is it for one? Why can't you just buy one? $14.99 on paperback. This will, folks, I'm telling you, you're going to have an aha moment. You're going to say, this is what's been missing. Because this is what Jeff Walker did for Product Launch Formula. This isn't just about lead capture. It's about an entire mindset that changes everything you're doing in your marketing. So I have utmost respect for Daniel. He's been on the, let me see here, Daniel Priestley Diary of a CEO podcast. He was on the Diary of a CEO podcast here. This is,
in order to be successful, you need to know that if
gosh, I just love listening to this man. Go to sleep listening to him. He is a winner. All right, so we're going to get back here, and let's start from the beginning. Quiz app demo. So what you want to do with QuizFunnels, not quiz app, is you want to create a quiz. Okay, and then when you get here, what type of quiz do you want to do? I'm going to start with a lead qualifier quiz, just because it's pre-built out. It makes it easier for me to show you. So we have to give it a name, and I'm going to say Scale Plus Demo, and I'm just going to make that the description as well. All right. Now, what are we doing? A quiz or a survey, and it says score-based experience for marketing, education, and segmentation. No scoring, perfect for gathering options, satisfaction, or feedback. Opinions, satisfaction, or feedback. Okay, next. When we bring people through, are we giving them points? So in other words, I may say, if you answer this question, I'm going to give you 5 points. Or I might have one of those scales that say agree, strongly disagree, disagree, and I can make each one of those things a certain point. And then at the end, I can have this say anybody over 60 or 65 is this. Anybody from 70 to 80 is this. Anybody from 90, it's like it's giving somebody an A, a B plus, right? You get to give all of those different things. So that's point-based. Then there's category. This is a tally system. This means every time you answer this question, I tally Greg Brady. If you answer this question, I tally Marcia. If you answer this question, I tally Bobby Brady. When I say which Kardashian are you, or which Brady Bunch kid are you, or what type of entrepreneur are you? And based on the way that you're scoring, I'm not assessing you and giving you a grade at the end. I'm going to tell you that, oh, you're an affiliate marketer. You're a digital marketer. You are a local business owner. You like SEO, right? That is a category where I can say that's the type of person you are, all right? And then rule-based logic is a little bit different. Rule-based logic says if they answer this question, skip right to 10, right? Let me ask you a question in the survey. Are you willing to invest at least $50 into improving your if that could mean doubling your traffic next year? Let's see here. Sorry for being late if it has been addressed, but are we supposed to see more PipeLead CRM and calendar bug with access granted? Yeah, you're a little late. We'll get back to that, AI Steven, after, and Matt will go over that. He's taking over in a few minutes. All right, so Matt will take over and answer all those questions for you. Just go back, watch the stream. You'll see we answered a ton of those questions for you. All right, so rule-based logic, and so Sotiris says, yes, of course I am. If the person says no, then you can just go right to the next question, or bring them down a different path that says, all right, if they say no, then I want to bring them to these questions. If they say yes, then go to these questions, right? Or if they say, do you see yourself as an e-commerce marketer or a digital marketer? If they say digital marketers, skip to question 7, because I don't need to ask them, are you using Shopify, right? I just said I'm not into e-commerce, right? So rule-based logic is built into our system as well. All right. And we got somebody here from the UK, Property Invest, says, totally love Daniel Priestley's work. Glad I'm not the only one. And he is a legend, right? So I'm going to leave this as rule-based just for now, so I can show you how this looks when we get to this step over here in the questions. But let's move on and go to theme. So I've got a couple of different themes for you here that you can choose. I have to be honest with you, I didn't put a lot of time into this. I told it to come up with different themes for me. And if you don't like them, you can change them. You can change the font. You can change the color, the background gradient, everything. So let's just go with this simple one right here. I'll choose this one for here. Let's go next. All right. Capture. Do you want to get the customer's email address before they start, or before results? This is wrong, isn't it? Oh, before results. This is confusing. It shouldn't say before. This should say, it should start with before starting quiz or after questions, right? You know, before results kind of confused my brain, but this is at the end of the quiz. This should say end of quiz before results. So I have to change that. Custom text, etc., your webhook. Let's go to the next step. Here is your quiz builder. And why we have the flow diagram is this helps to tell us, like, if they skip this question and everything, right? But let's not worry too much about that. These are the questions. And you'll notice when we edit this question, since we chose a rule-based quiz, it'll say here things like, if they select this answer, then go to the next question or skip, right? Now, look at the different types of questions that we have here for you. Multiple choice, single. So you can only, you know, when you say to your wife, what do you like better? Oh, I like them both. No, honey, you can only pick one. Come on. No, don't do that to me, right? This is the only one. Multiple choice means select all that apply. True or false. Yes, no, or maybe. Accept a little bit of text from them. A rating scale, an NPS scale, a Likert scale. That strongly agree, strongly disagree, that type of stuff. Image choice, you can actually use images so they can choose which image best defines you, right? Image buttons. And you have rank sorting, and then you have a matrix grid as well. So I'm going to go back to multiple choice here because that was the original. But what I want to do is I want to go back to the quiz basics, and I want to change this now to a points system. And let's take a look at how that looks when we're doing points. Well, now you notice every question gets a certain point. So now I can assign a certain number of points per user, per question. If they answer this, score it this way. All right. And let's now go to the last one, and that's if they choose category. Well, when we get to that step right there in the questions, we categorize the category with a tag. And at the end, I will show you, I'm not going to show you today. We'll do a full deep dive on this. You can basically say, you tally if whoever had the most categories wins, and you say, hey, you're a jam or whatever. But let's go back, make it point scoring, because I want to show you what happens as you finally are done with your questions. I think you get it. You just click add question, add question. You choose what type of question you want, and then you could add additional options here. You give it points, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so now that we have a point-based system, we're going to now have to say something like this. Not ready for our program, right? And I'm going to build it out that, like, if you give them this answer, like give them this button, like try our free home study course, right? Congratulations. No, I'm sorry. It's not congratulations. This is the title, right? I'm sorry you don't qualify for our coaching program. All right. And that's if they score less than 30, right? So I add the outcome. Let's add another outcome. I'm not going to add too many. I'm going to say expert. No. Entrepreneur. Congratulations, you qualify for 1 hour free consultation. All right. And let's say this person, anything over 50, I want to work with this person, and up to 150, right? And then the other one, would be something else, right? But now I've got this, and now I can create my quiz. Okay. And now that my quiz is created, I'm going to get something in red on the home page as it's saving this. Come on. I'm not sure if there's an error here. It usually saves a lot quicker. Let's see what the problem was. Oh, well, I don't know why I had to click save twice. I'm curious what happened. All right. So this is not ready yet because we need the results page, right? And so we have to redirect the user to the results page automatically when it's done. And I want dynamic information. So this is not going to happen on Groove. So you have to design your results page. So this tells you what you need to do. So the first thing you do is you're going to add your headline. You're going to add a subheadline. You're going to add your score. Look at this. But what type of score do you want? You want the speedometer, the thermometer, a percentage, or the progress bar? Let's go with the speedometer. Then you could add an image. I'm going to remove that because I don't need it. You could add multiple text blocks, and you could add your button that says when you're done, click here to get your free report, right? So this is your page, but I don't know if you notice there's one more thing here, AI Insights. So AI Insights, I'm going to put right here. And what we're going to do is we are taking all of the questions and then all of the answers that weren't answered as context, and then all of the questions, and then looking, oh, you actually answered it this way. And we're going to have AI, have context of what the purpose of the quiz was. And then you can even say, give it a little additional context here, like the purpose of this is to drive the user to get into my coaching program, right? And then it's going to create 4 quadrants based on Daniel Priestley's methods right there onto the page for you to help support for them to book. You know, something else I need to add right here, custom embed, right? Because you might want to add your Calendly booking right onto this page. So I have to eat the text system myself so I don't forget. So yes, you will be able to, right there say, hey, you qualify. And I'll put like a condition there, like only show calendar if score is over XYZ. So you can see this is a little bit of a complex software to build. It's not just UI, it actually has a lot of logic and stuff. And so now I click Save Changes, click the preview button, and this is what the user is going to see. Okay, we go back to our dashboard, and I can now preview this quiz, or I can, I got my analytics page here, so I'll know how many people have taken it. If I want to see the leads, right, we'll have those, we'll have those leads. I got to find out why that just crashed. I'll take a look. All your leads, we're going to make it so that they could go into Tiny Email or GrooveMail. This is the page that we just did. And then obviously, if you want to share it, you can just get a link to just share it directly on Facebook. But I recommend you copy it and build it out on GroovePages, and we're building those pages for you. Melvin, you got me. Not Calendly.
I was going to jump on you too, but I refrained, and the lead will also go into PipeLeads. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. So, ladies and jelly beans, what you saw today from me is GroovePages AI from us. I mean, from the company. My part of the demo was GroovePages AI. You saw Imager, which will only get better, and the quiz software. And I'm going to be going to the help desk software maybe on Friday, maybe going over some of these different things again. Matt, what did you think?
Oh man, this invoicing stuff. The Imager software just blows my mind. I mean,
It's
this
a toy.
one,
I got excited.
Quiz, how much love was put into that software is just incredible. I mean, I think. Man, you're onto something. It's just incredible apps. I'm a very by the number kind of guy, right? I like processes. I like this kind of stuff. So looking at apps like this that on top of it requires a certain level of creativity, super impressed, man. I mean, honestly, I love it.
Very good. And Matt, what do we got from you coming up?
So I can't. I'm not going to present like Mike. I can't even come close to the performance we've seen today. But I've got quite a few good news for you guys. So let me go ahead and share my screen, Mike. And I'm going to
and Matt, I'm going to stick around for 5 minutes while you get started, and I'm going to let you and Simon close things out today. Unfortunately, guys, not unfortunately, I think you get it. My mom has asked me to come over, and she was not happy when I said I couldn't come over this afternoon, that I had a live stream. So I don't want to keep her waiting. So say no more. I think you guys know.
Yeah, and we'll be on for a couple hours, and we got a launch coming up, so we got plenty of time to go over that stuff.
So I'm going to see you guys Friday. Matt, what applications are we going to show them today?
So I'm going to show people how to access PipeLead Finder and how to get to different instructions and training courses that are using PipeLeads Finder. I'm going to show people real quick some of the changes that are coming up PipeLeads that we didn't even discuss. And I'm going to do a quick demo of ChatBaser.
ChatBaser, which might go live. Let's just say it goes live tomorrow, right? Maybe today.
ChatBaser, I just can't put it live while you were talking.
Yeah. All right. So you're doing ChatBaser. I was clicking this up. It was just from me now. Yeah, I need you to repeat this. ChatBaser, PipeLeads Finder, and what was the other one?
And I forgot. ChatBaser, PipeLeads Finder, and anybody in the chat was paying attention more than me?
So 2 tools today or 3? I forgot. You're not doing the CRM.
I'm going to show PipeLeads Finder how to watch all the training video on how to make some money. And then from there, I'm going to show ChatBaser. It's now live. I put that live while you were here earlier. And then just what's coming in PipeLeads. Some of the PipeLeads CRM. Some of the changes that you guys are going to see here in the next couple of weeks. So,
all right.
of that, we didn't even discuss additional features that we're doing in PipeLeads. That is on
Yeah.
the development server right now. So,
all right, I'm going to since Simon is here, the stream will stay on because he's logged in as an admin. So I'm going to shut off my camera, Matt. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody, and I'm going to be watching on my phone as I head to the hospital.
good to see you, Mike. Send my love to your mom, please. And,
she asks about you every day, Matt. Well, yeah. I told her she wants to do a FaceTime call with you.
Oh, let's do it. I'll come down and visit, though. Maybe we'll get the weekend.
That'll mean a lot to her. Maybe I tell you what. Why don't we do this?
Thursday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we're doing lunch with Sonia here in Boca. She's 5 minutes away. We'll go visit her after lunch.
Yeah, I'd like to go with you. Cool.
All right, everybody.
Take care, buddy.
Hasta la pasta. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right,
Matt,
guys.
you got to share your screen. You got to share your screen.
I'm doing it right now. Okay, cool. Can you guys see my screen?
We do.
Okay, excellent. So a couple new appearances here in your Scale Plus. One of them was just turned on during the live, which is your ChatBaser right here. If you scroll down furthermore, you're going to see, for those of you that missed it, that PipeLeads CRM is indeed available. And we have PipeLead AI Finder for you guys, Lead Finder for you guys as well. And Calendar Bug was also released sometime last week. So I'm going to start with PipeLead Lead Finder. I'm not going to do a big demo on it, but I want to show you guys how to get started with it. If you click on Create Account, easy enough. There is a 5-minute video. Oh, excuse me, really a 6-minute video. And the reason I did that is because there are so many features to this app, and you're required to watch the video before you can actually create your account. It's worth it, guys. It's telling you all the stuff you can do with this app, how to do automation. And if you scroll all the way down and cheat, you can barely, if you kind of get the timing right, you can actually skip through it and not watch the video. But please, guys, it is worth it. And it's a very, very good video.
Deep research with our program. Countries, cities, and genders of our audience. We're looking at similar people. With cutting-edge AI is designed. It's never been easier than now.
All right, we're going to wait about 1 more second. Now I can create my account. Here you're going to be asked some basic information so we can make it work properly, such as your first name, last name. And actually, no, it's automatic. We got it from your profile. Once you receive an email, you can go ahead and log directly into your PipeLead Finder. It's a little bit different. This software is going to require a username and password that is going to be emailed to you the moment you register. And the reason for that is, and then it gets really simple. Basically, once you have your username and password, just click Access Dashboard. It's going to take you to a different screen. I'm looking at my email right now that I received and my password. I'm going to type it in. Whoosh, nice password. I just got it on my email. And then I'm going to show you guys how you can access even more training video within the platform itself. This software is very powerful, so it's pretty heavy on tokens. Let me try it one more time here. I probably fat fingered the password. That's a crazy password. And since I'm looking on a different screen, I cannot really do cut and paste. Ay, ay, ay. Let me try one more thing here. Anyway, I'm going to use it. Here it is. Okay, let me see. Okay, anyway, once you reset, I got too many emails. Once you reset your password, you'll be able to log straight in. And I'm going to cheat and just kind of go through my little personal password here that I got for this app. There we go. So once you log in, if you go over to the left, you got different options that we've discussed. And then more importantly, you got all kind of training courses that you guys are able to watch. If you go to settings, courses, we've put a lot of material there. Click on onboarding, and then it's going to show you all kind of stuff, how to make the most of it, how to create automation, how to integrate with the other software, all kind of really cool stuff. So I invite you guys to go through all these training videos. They're lengthy, they're in detail. And again, the reason is to make the most out of the application. Everybody gets 50 credit, which is a very, very good starting point. And then if you desire to use more credit, then you can just recharge it by clicking credit wallet here. So PipeLeads AI is, Lead Finder is live. It's ready for you guys. Enjoy it. It's really an incredible tool to really get a lot more information from your leads as well. On the ChatBaser now, everybody's at Scale Plus should be able to access ChatBaser by clicking Access Dashboard. And on that one, you might have to log in one more time. And it's going to take you to...
hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, we're only seeing your ScaleGG account.
Oh, you haven't seen those
When you click on Access Dashboard, we're not able to see your dashboard.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. All right, let me try that. So I'm sharing just one small portion. Let me change that. Oh, God. So you missed all the screens I was going through, I guess. Okay, share screen and entire screen. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Should be better now. Cool. So now you should see ChatBaser. When you first log in, there's not much going on because everything is really agent-based, right? So your first step is going to be to create your first agent. Give it a name. I'm going to do a quick example here. I'm going to pretend to be a Groove agent, right? So I'm going to call my agent GrooveCM, and that could be the customer-facing, right, AI agent. Super easy so far. Once you create your agent, you can have a preview of this guy here. And you can get some activity data. There's nothing going on yet. We haven't had one chat. There's no analytics yet. But if you go to sources, you'll be able to feed it some information. There are 4 or 5 kinds of information you can do. One is files that you can upload. So it can be any PDF, and the agent will learn from them. You can go ahead and submit text if you desire to do so, or you can submit a website. So in this particular case, being with Groove, what I would say is, look, I want you to crawl groove.cm and tell me what you find. This process can be a little bit slow because indeed the chat box is going through every pages of GrooveCM. And as you guys know, we have long pages. So it already got quite a few of them. And then it suggested, if you go right underneath under link sources, it suggested a few pages to look at, right? Groove Affiliate, Groove Mail, Groove Sell, so on and so on. You can pick up these pages and ask AI to train on it. If you want something more specific, right, I would probably add the terms and condition, maybe the privacy policy, right? So if somebody has a question about your refund policy, AI is able to answer it as well. But that's it. We got our robot is trained. If there's a page that you do not want to train your robot on, uncheck it. Okay, and then retrain your robot. It's only going to do whatever is here as a basis for training. Okay, guys, you can also select a sitemap, in which case it will train everything within that directory, or an individual link, such as, say, your terms and condition page, right? Once your robot is trained, you can test it real quick by going to Playground and say, for example, how much is Groove? Now, the first time, the reply time is a little bit slow. The first time it's scanning through all the documents, right? It's using your first chat as an opportunity to learn everything about you, and AI is learning. However, if that same question comes back or a similar question comes back, it's actually going to cache all the information and provide a much faster reply in the future. So we'll let him work on that on the very first chat. And you can add as many sources as you want, basically, right? And let your agent train itself. If you want to deploy your agent in a way that everybody can see it, you have 3 ways to deploy your agent. One is to embed it. So that's the line of code that you can add to your website. We added a little bit of instruction here. You can embed it in an iframe. So basically, if you do a chat bubble, it's a bubble that pops up in the bottom right of your screen. If you do an iframe, it would be within a window on your website. on a URL is probably, is a very simple integration where you can just copy and boom, here's a URL that will take you back to your chat from anywhere. It's kind of the most boring way of doing it, but sometimes a URL can be extremely useful as well.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
I see a question here. I just want to give this to Simon before I run. Somebody says, anyone know for lifetime members, is Scale Plus included or is there an additional fee? It's $299 a year, Vija. If I got your name, just log into Groove with your lifetime account, click on the little button, and that'll bring you to a page where you get it for $299 a year. And there's also a live stream replay that explains all. But Simon, if you can put the ChatGPT, you know what I mean, the Q&A, so all users can talk and say, hey, I'm this, I bought this, what do I qualify for? Great demo, Matt. I'm loving what you're doing.
Oh, thanks.
All right,
here, while Mike was talking, I added scaleplus.gg, so also I can train the bot on that, and you can tell, the more information your bot has, the bigger the size that it's actually taking there. And let me see if I can find a quick PDF that we can try. Usually, I work on my desktop, and I just remembered right before the live that it's better if I do it on my laptop. So and I never use my laptop unless.
Matt, you want me to text you a brand-based document?
Yeah, if you have a good one, that would be even cooler.
Yeah, where do you want it on Teams or text?
Whichever, I think.
All right, I just text you a ScaleBaser brand-based document.
That is perfect.
And guys, you want to go to BrandBaser, use the BrandBaser app to feed your knowledge base to your chatbot. And then I usually scroll my website.
All right, guys.
Man, I'm enjoying the presentation so much. I don't want to go. I got to go and see my mom. I'm going to load it up on my phone. I'm really enjoying it so much because I wanted to see the stuff that you added to it. It looks really good. Are you going to demo how they can skin it in the settings?
I haven't yet, but I will.
Okay. All right. I'll let you do your thing.
I don't know how to get to.
All right. What do you?
The other thing we're going to do, guys, for this software, just to let you guys know, I think it's going to be like super cool, is we're going to add the ability to capture actually the email address and maybe the phone number of the visitor, right? So one of the first things we're going to do is ask the visitor for. You're going to have the option, and it's not programmed yet, but we're working on that. We're going to ask the visitor for their information and add that information as well to your PipeLeads software. Let me see. I'm saving to downloads, and I don't know what I'm always.
Matt, I just sent it to you on Microsoft Teams. If that'll help you find it easier.
I don't know. I hope so. Let me see. Let me see, Mike. I don't think it came through yet.
Yeah, no, it's at the top. Back to Groove.
Oh, you sent it back to Groove. Okay, got it. Sometimes I'm not really sure where it downloads this stuff. Sometimes download, and then I see.
Now that should give you a dialog box to
superb. Oh, okay, now I like it.
There you go. You can just drag it.
Well, guys, I'm just gonna make this window a little bit smaller. There we go. Go back here and grab it again.
Alt tab.
Hang on, I'll just get it my way. I've almost learned how to use a mic, excuse me. Oh, there we go, and then it should be here. There we go. Okay,
there you go.
And then you can simply click Train Agent on File. It's not going to take very, very long.
All right, see you later, Matt.
See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
I got an error. I'll have to check. I have no idea why, you guys. It was demoing very well. I think it has to do maybe with a single login we just implemented. But maybe it worked anyway. Let's see. I promise you guys I'll get that. Oh, here it is. It crawled anyway. Okay, good. I will check on what's going on, but I'm pretty sure the information is there. So Scale Plus. So now we can just try to ask a question. What is Scale Plus, for example, and see what kind of response we get. And again, the very first chat is going to take a little bit longer than the subsequent chat. And I'm not getting a reply. So guys, I'll check into what's going on there. It's working really good in the dev environment. I think it's the, and I tested it like crazy too before I went online, but I think it's the fact that.
Matt, is it because it was training? Like, doesn't it take like 2 minutes to train?
Maybe I'm a little bit faster than it.
Yeah, it usually it takes a couple of minutes to train after you upload a file. So that could be the reason.
Yeah, it could be. So maybe the UI needs to be more explicit that we have to wait a little bit longer. But I should be trained. It says it's all trained on this already. I'll check into this, guys. It was working a minute ago. I think I did some changes all the way till the live, till the very last moment. But I'm going to try one more thing real quick. I'm going to try to go with a URL here, pick up the link. Let's try to ask. I think it's probably going good now. There we go. So I know the problem, guys. I will actually tell you guys. So here's a quick response, right? You can also ask how much is Groove, right? Any question that you have. What's happening is the bot used to work only when you were logged in, and now it only works if you're not logged in, but it works. So for all your users that are coming to your website, anybody but you, it works properly. Okay, if you are the actually administrator, it's filtering you out, or maybe it wasn't trained, but we'll have the answer right away.
You'll fix that though, right, Matt?
Yeah, I think I just complained to the system that you have to be logged in to use the bot, and so now it made sure you didn't have to be logged in. But if you're logged in, you know it didn't take it. So I think that's the only issue, or it didn't train. We'll know within a second here.
All right, bye.
Bye. If we get an answer here, yeah, that's it. So it works for everybody that's not logged in, but if you're logged in, weird enough, the little playground doesn't work. I'll get that fixed today. And so there you go, right? You can tell from the reply we had that it was well trained, right? It knows what Scale Plus is, all-in-one solution over capabilities, and then it even knows the pricing, $99 a month or $497 a year, et cetera, et cetera. So really cool chat, very easy to integrate. You can go to your website, go to deploy, either do your embed chat like we spoke about, embed an iframe, or use a URL. And you have also the ability to change the look and feel of your agent. And we're going to put a little bit more where you can actually change the logo and do all kind of cool stuff. And what I think I love the most is we're going to try to use this as an opportunity to capture leads. So if somebody comes in and asks a question, he's going to say, well, tell me a little bit more about who you are, right? And can I have your email address, please? And when the customer answers this question, then we'll be able to capture that information, send it over to your PipeLeads system. So hopefully it'll also be a lead generator for you guys. You'll be able to see the history of the chat directly within your PipeLead, and therefore you'll be able to engage with the customer fully. And you can always go back to activity and see a log of all of your chats. It usually takes just it's going to take a few minutes to update. It updates every 20 minutes or so. So that is for you guys. Groove ChatBaser for you guys. And I'm going to try to show you what I'm working on here. So that's when you do experimental stuff and you shouldn't, but I'm going to see if I can load it anyway. I'm going to show you guys what I'm working on PipeLeads. That's coming up here down the pipeline. So I'm going to go to Mel's secret, go to PipeLeads. So one of the additional feature we added to PipeLeads, we're going to have a subdirectory called access that bypasses a single login, the Scale Plus dashboard, so that you can have multiple users. We felt like this was super important for a CRM, so you can have one salesperson and another salesperson. And so we'll create the ability to have multiple users, and they all have access to their own data only. And so with a bit of luck, it will load. It's a middle of coding, but I'm creating an entire system where you'll be able to connect your mailbox from Google Mailbox. I'm probably going to add Microsoft Mailbox as well. And when you go to Inbox within your CRM, we're creating like a little mail manager, right? So as you can tell, I still have to work on the UI UX, but the most difficult part is working. I was able to bring in the emails from directly from Gmail. And then when you click on them, you'll be able to see the email, reply to them. But more importantly, we're going to associate the emails directly within the lead at the lead level, so that when you go into a lead, you'll be able to actually see any history of email and send an email to the customer, et cetera, as well. So these are the updates that are coming up. And then directly within your lead, you'll be able to see email, notes, and all that kind of stuff. Now, today, PipeLeads is fully connected to CalendarBug, and it's also connected to the GrooveCM application. All you have to do to connect it to GrooveCM is to go to settings, and then we created a webhook that's 100% compatible. So go to settings, over to integration, and once you're there, go ahead and click on your Groove. And all you have to do is that little portion in GrooveCell is to go out and create a new webhook. And once you have your new webhook, just take it from here and paste it into GrooveCM under fulfillment. And that's it. All your leads will go straight into your PipeLeads software. So now your PipeLeads software is going to be a place where you're going to be able to see all of your meeting from CalendarBug, all of your leads coming into GrooveCM, any leads that you get from chat, et cetera, et cetera. So kind of a center point of management of your lead as well. And you'll be able, eventually, one more thing, we've got a code, right? We'll be able to use PipeLead to go out to Lead Finder, enhance leads, get more information, and bring it right back into PipeLeads to create a more complete ecosystem as well. So let me see, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm ready to take any question that you guys might have in relation to this product or other Groove stuff in general here. Do you guys have any questions? So I'm going to go up a little bit here. Bear with me when I'm trying to go through the question. So I'm sorry about the screen sharing wasn't working too good at first. And then, Via is asking if a lifetime member is Scale Plus included. Some applications within Scale Plus are included for lifetime members, and that includes actually the PipeLead software and the Lead Finder that you just saw. And many of the apps that are AI related and new apps are not included as part of the lifetime member. What else we got here? We got, can I create bots with this app for my clients as it is restricted to my site? So you can actually create as many bots as you want the way we have it set up right now. So you can create as many bots as you want. All you got to do is train the bot on a different URL. So when you go within the ChatBaser, so the question is, can I create bots for my client as well? So once you go in ChatBaser, let me see, I'm going to log back in here. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Let me go ahead and share my screen one more time. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So when you're in ChatBaser, you'll be able to create as many bots as you want. So I would create one for my client, and I would put in train them on their website, train them on any document that they might have, especially if you can get them to do a brand document. And then you can have as many bots as you want in ChatBaser. So not a bad deal at all, right? And then if you come back to Chat Agent here, now we got 2 bots, and you can do as many as you want. We don't have any restrictions, or we're not planning on having any restriction, at least as of now. And then going down the question, can AI redirect the chat where someone wants to speak to a human? No, we don't have that. But what we can do at the end, right? So when you're going to set up the ability to pick up an email address and phone number, if the customer is not happy, we can give him a little button that says, hey, I want somebody to call me back, and then you'll be able to capture their username and or their email and telephone number. Let me see. Please add the ability for multiple users on GroovePages. That is in the plans. We don't have that yet, but we've been looking at doing that for a little bit, and we're studying how to do it. Calendarberg is not getting a new name. We're on a roll. Thank you, Pierre. Delivering a little bit too slow for you. By the way, Pierre, I'm getting a new mic. I'm going to have it here delivered by Amazon the next couple of days. Will PipeLeads AI and CRM able to receive and send text, messenger, WhatsApp, Facebook lead, etc.? So I am working on texting right now and WhatsApp. I'm programming it, and this is the next thing I have on my list after the email inbox. So the answer is it's not able to do that now, but it's in a feature request, and we're doing it. We're programming it. Let me see. The yearly membership worth more than any other bot software, and all else comes as a bonus. Thank you. I think just the bot software and even the calendar bug together is worth it. And then it says, any plans for voice agent? No, Susan, I don't have any plans for voice agent yet. So guys, I think I've answered any other question. I'm going to stay in the chat here if there's any more question. If not, as always, I'm extremely grateful that you guys are here today. So Sandeep is asking, can many mailbox be created? Yeah. So right now, I don't have any limits, but I think I'm going to limit it to maybe 3 mailbox, something like that per user, right? So if not, it's going to become I don't want people to use a PipeLead application as an email manager either. Can Calendarbug have an API to use with N88? No, it's not in the works. I'm not planning on doing that. I think the demand is not very high for it. I'm sorry, Steven. And then Melvin, if you want to send me an email, matt@groovedigital.com, or you can give me a quick phone call. If somebody has an access problem, feel free to give me a quick call. I'm at 305-205-9132, or send me a text. It'll be easier in case everybody calls at the same time. But matt@groovedigital.com, or send me a text at 305-205-9132. Anybody that is having access issue, I'd be happy to look at it on the fly. We have a very nice interface now where we can go in and update settings in case there's a mistake for login rights. As always, guys, thank you so much. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much, Simon, for being here today. And we'll see you again. I think we got another session on Friday, guys. And tomorrow, some great stuff coming from Simon and John Garcia. So you guys are in for a treat. Thank you, everybody. See you all later.